Black Volga. For decades, children across Eastern Europe grew up hearing frightening stories about a mysterious black luxury car that slowly cruised through quiet streets searching for victims. Sometimes the driver was described as a government official. Other versions blamed priests, secret police, vampires, or even the devil himself. Despite these differences, one detail almost never changed. If the Black Volga stopped beside you, something terrible was about to happen. Unlike many Western ghost stories, this legend was deeply connected to politics and everyday life during the Cold War. The Volga was an expensive car, commonly associated with powerful government figures, making it an ideal symbol of authority and secrecy. Real kidnappings occasionally became attached to the legend, giving people just enough truth to make the rumors feel believable. As the story spread across different countries, every community added its own version while preserving the same unsettling image of a silent black car appearing without warning. The Black Volga survives because it transformed political anxiety into something ordinary
people could imagine seeing parked outside their own homes. Polybius. Some urban legends belong to campfires, while others could only have been born inside an arcade. According to the story, a mysterious video game called Polybius appeared in Portland, Oregon during the early 1980s. Children who played it supposedly suffered nightmares, memory loss, seizures, and strange psychological effects, while mysterious men in black secretly collected data from the machines before they suddenly disappeared forever. Despite decades of searching, nobody has ever produced a verified original cabinet. That missing evidence is exactly what keeps the legend alive. Polybius combines several different mysteries into one irresistible package. It feels like lost media, government conspiracy, Cold War paranoia, and gaming nostalgia all at once. Every few years, someone claims they played it, remember seeing it, or knows where one still exists, while others dismiss the entire story as an elaborate hoax. The endless debate has become part of the legend itself. Rather than solving the mystery, every discussion creates another layer of uncertainty. Polybius survives because it gives people just enough information to search forever without ever finding a definitive answer.
Black-eyed children. Imagine hearing a knock on your front door late at night and finding two polite children asking to come inside. At first, they seem completely normal, until you notice that both of them have entirely black eyes with no visible whites at all. That simple image launched one of the internet's most enduring supernatural legends. The first widely known account appeared in Texas during the 1990s before spreading rapidly across websites, forums, podcasts, and paranormal television shows. The children rarely threaten anyone directly. Instead, they calmly ask for permission to enter a house or car, becoming more persistent the longer they are refused. That unusual behavior creates an unsettling combination of innocence and danger.
Human instincts encourage us to help children, making the decision to refuse them feel strangely uncomfortable. Skeptics point out that the stories almost always rely on personal testimony rather than hard evidence. Yet that lack of proof has done little to slow the legend's growth. Black-eyed children continue to survive because they transform one of humanity's strongest protective instincts into something deeply unsettling, forcing people to question whether kindness itself could become a trap.
Slender Man. Few urban legends have a documented birthday, but Slender Man does. In 2009, a user named Victor Surge created the character for a Photoshop contest by placing an impossibly tall, faceless figure into ordinary photographs of children. What happened next completely changed modern folklore. Instead of remaining a simple internet creation, Slender Man escaped into fan art, online forums, horror games, YouTube series, alternate reality projects, and collaborative fiction written by thousands of strangers. Unlike traditional legends that slowly evolved over generations, this one expanded almost overnight because the internet encouraged everyone to contribute new stories instead of preserving a single official version. His appearance also helped enormously.
A featureless face, unnaturally long limbs, and a black suit were simple enough for anyone to recreate while remaining instantly recognizable. The more people remixed the character, the more authentic he began to feel. Eventually, the legend crossed into the real world through disturbing crimes that demonstrated how deeply fictional stories can influence reality. Slender Man refuses to die because he was never designed for books or campfires. He was designed for an internet that never stops sharing, copying, and reinventing its own myths.
The Hookman. The Hookman is one of America's oldest urban legends, appearing in newspapers and folklore collections long before modern horror films existed. The story usually follows a young couple parked on a quiet lover's lane when a radio announcement warns that a dangerous escaped killer with a hook for one hand is nearby. Terrified, the couple immediately drives away. Only after reaching home do they discover a bloody metal hook hanging from the car door handle. The ending suggests they escaped only moments before becoming the killer's next victims. Folklore researchers believe the story became popular during the 1950s as a cautionary tale warning teenagers about secluded dating spots. Over time, different versions changed the location, the criminal, and the circumstances, but the hook on the door handle almost always remained. The Hookman survives because it combines teenage independence, isolation, and the fear that danger may already be standing just outside the car.
The killer in the backseat. Some urban legends become terrifying because they hide the danger where nobody thinks to look. The killer in the backseat tells the story of a driver traveling alone at night when another vehicle begins flashing its headlights and following closely behind. Believing they are being harassed, the frightened driver tries desperately to escape. Eventually, the police stop both vehicles and reveal the shocking truth. The person flashing their headlights had seen a murderer hiding in the back seat and was trying to warn the driver every time the attacker attempted to rise. Variations of the story have appeared for decades in different countries, adapting to changing cars and technology while keeping the same unforgettable twist. Unlike many supernatural legends, this one depends entirely on ordinary circumstances becoming suddenly terrifying. The killer in the backseat survives because it exploits a simple, everyday fear. The possibility that the greatest danger isn't chasing you, it has been traveling with you the entire time.
How urban legends evolved. Looking at these stories together reveals something interesting. Earlier urban legends usually spread from person to person. They traveled through neighborhoods, schools, newspapers, and family conversations, changing a little each time someone retold them. Because information moved slowly, the legends often became closely connected to one bridge, one town, or one particular road. The internet changed that completely. Stories like Polybius, Black-Eyed Children, and Slender Man no longer needed a physical location to survive. A single forum post, edited photograph, or online discussion could reach millions of people within days. Instead of disappearing as technology advanced, urban legends adapted to it. Every website, video, game, and social media platform became another place where the stories could evolve. Perhaps that's why no generation has ever been free from urban legends. The characters change, the locations change, even the fears change. But people continue searching for mysteries that make the ordinary world feel slightly less ordinary. As long as curiosity exists, someone will always create a new story. Someone else will claim it really happened, and another generation will pass it on. The legends themselves may never be true, but the human desire to believe them has proven surprisingly real.